Hello Seekers, welcome to Lifetime Soul, your one-stop holistic guidance channel. In the astrological section of this particular channel, I am going to bring some interesting facts about Vedic astrology, some interesting concepts about Vedic astrology. Please subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon so that you stay connected and you get regular updates of this channel. And you can explore more videos on this channel for moon transit, holistic guidance and much more. Also, you can follow me on my Telegram, join me on my Telegram channel so that you can get some Telegram exclusive posts, and all the links of all the channels are posted there. So it's like one platform where you get all the connectivity. Also, if you want member-only exclusive Patreon content where I upload some unique astrological videos where you can learn astrology from me, you can join Patreon. My Patreon link is in the description box below. That also helps to support me and my channel. Let's begin with a very unique concept, very unique understanding about two zodiac signs which are in a very unique placement, I will say. Cancer and Virgo. Well, Cancer is mind, whereas Virgo is all about calculations, brain. If Cancer is heart, Virgo is a place where you have to be devoid of emotions and you will have to work really hard. If Cancer is the zodiac sign of comfort, Virgo is the zodiac sign of competition, something where the comfort do not really act. But see the placement of Cancer zodiac sign and Virgo zodiac sign. Cancer, which is ruled by Moon, which is emotions, and Virgo, which is ruled by Mercury, which is mind, brain, they are actually 311 from each other. What does it really mean? Third house from any house is called strength of that house, courage of that house, willpower of that house. Moon will draw its courage, the fourth house will draw its courage, your comfort will draw its courage from sixth house. And from sixth house, if I have to see the gains of sixth house, that means what are you going to get after so much of competition? If you are applying so much of efforts, what is that you gain out of that? I have to see fourth house, 11th from sixth house. Now, when you go 11 houses away, it is called gain and profits of that house. If you are in a competition, if you are in a job, it totally depends on the sign of Cancer, how the comfort will come in your life, whether you will be able to gain much from the competition or is it going to be just a mental battle. Now, in your own horoscope, try to find out which bhava are represented by Cancer and Virgo. That is the two house where the mind and heart battle is always there, where the heart, which is love, and mind, which is practicality, always fight with each other. And if you can understand the correlation between these two houses, you will understand much about your own nature, your own personality. Apart from whatever the ascendant, moon sign, whatever it is making, one more flavor is added by the combination of the Virgo and the Cancer energy, the Karka Rashi. Cancer represents comfort zone, Cancer represents positivity, Cancer represents motherly nature, whereas Virgo has nothing to do about it. It is the sixth house, it's a dry area, it is where the most of the fight happens, it is the competition, it is the dispute, it is the disease, it's the origin of place where the wounds will be and the scars will be on the body of a soldier. So what actually happens here? See, mind is drawing the strength, heart is drawing the strength from practicality, from numbers. And when you are good at numbers, when you are calculative enough, when you are applying your brain, your thought, your analysis, even in the most emotional state of your life, most emotional events of your life, is when you gain true comfort, is when you gain true happiness, is when you gain sukha. Because ultimately, the Karka Rashi, the Cancer zodiac sign, is called Sukha Bhava because it is the natural 4th house. Also, Moon and Mercury have a unique relationship. Mercury is the child of Moon as per Purana and the Shastra. The relation is father and son. So definitely they have a mutual understanding between them. What it means is that if you're applying your emotions, you can't leave your brain behind. You have to carry your intelligence analysis along with your emotions. And when you invest proper emotions at proper time, at proper place, utilizing the power of Mercury, utilizing the power of Virgo, is when you will experience true comfort, is when you will experience true positivity. So how to handle this in your chart? Find out where the sign of Cancer is. That is the place where you are most emotional about. And find the place where your Virgo is. That is the place where you have to be most practical about. So whenever you have to deal with the attributes of the life, which is ruled by Cancer, you must deal it through the attributes of the life ruled by the house of Virgo. Complicated, right? Let's understand it by example. Suppose your 4th house is ruled by Cancer, but 6th house is ruled by Virgo, which means you are an Aries ascendant. That means if you really want comfort in your life, if you want happiness at your home, you must face the consequences of your karma. You must be ready to fight the battle. You must be ready to see the competition. You must be analytical enough to understand the working principle of this world. If Cancer rules your 7th house, that means you're a Capricorn ascendant, and Virgo rules your 9th house. Then if the problems are in your business, the problems are in your marriage, if it is about relationship, if public don't perceive you, then follow the path of Dharma. Talk and do what is right as per Shastra. Follow the path of spirituality. Learn more about spirituality. Be curious about spirituality. Because 9th house is your belief system. 9th house is Dharma. And that holds the sign of Virgo, Mercury. Which means that being practical and being calculative about your own stand, your own position in your life, you will be much better. You will be in a much better position to deal with matters related to marriage, partnerships, business, criticism from other people. Let's take another example. Cancer rules your 3rd house. That means you are a Taurus ascendant. And Virgo rules your 5th house. That means whatever you will do it emotionally, because after all, 3rd house is ruled by Moon. So it's an emotional effort, it's an emotional willpower. That means somebody can very easily instigate you, make you nervous, which is the natural characteristic of the Taurus ascendant, can make you unstable by making you feel that you don't have enough resources, and that is an emotional plunge that you will take. This emotional fire is going to make you do things which may not be correct, because after all, the 3rd house is emotions, mind. It's the Kark Rashi. Then you need to find out the true essence of the 5th house, Virgo zodiac sign. The best way, whatever you're going to do, because the strength lies in Virgo, talk more about it. Be very expressive, but be very calculative while you are expressing. Learn more about it. When you're trying to go and put an effort into something, first learn A to Z about that subject before even jumping there, wherever it's possible. Do not make blind decisions. Don't go into areas where you will have to decide on the basis of emotions, because emotional decision for you can be very, very negative, especially if your moon is in a bad condition, 6, 8, 12, or in the sign of Scorpio, or with Rahu, Ketu, and Saturn. So this is a couple of examples that I gave to make you understand that if you are having problems from the house which is ruled by the sign of Cancer, you need to empower your Virgo. You need to empower that house through Virgo. Because Cancer and Virgo are two unique zodiac signs that are working hand in hand. It's mind and heart together. We say where you apply mind, you should not apply your heart. And where you apply your heart, you should not apply your mind. I will say mind and heart are each other's partner. It is a mutual gain and effort relationship. You really can't change that. So when you're applying your mind, always have your heart along with that. The flavor is necessary. And when you are applying your heart, carry your mind along with you. This is what Jyotish tells us. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for watching right till this point in the video. I appreciate your time. And if you have watched this video till now, please subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon and share the video among family and friends. Do comment your views, how you like this video, and if you want more content like this. Also, you can suggest your suggestions, your point of view in the comment section below. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, this is your host Puneet. Bye-bye.